Among the thousands of skeletal frames was teenager Eva Schloss. She took the time to speak to our reporter Gale.
When we arrived, when we got onto the platform, we saw the sign Auschwitz, and we knew not only that it was a death camp, but we knew about gassing. But, it is such an inhuman thing, such a thing which you just can't believe that it can really be true.
What was it like, the realisation that this was where you were, and what in particular stands out from that period of time you were there as possibly your worst memory?
The first thing, of course, was that our last hour had come. We really thought that.
You really thought that was
really
it, from the train into the shower cubicles?
Yeah, and they told us, you can smell burning flesh. You saw the smoke. But you did see there was a huge, huge camp, and you did see that. At that moment, when the first selection took place at the platform, where all the young people and older people, old was perhaps 50, depending, of course, how you looked, and young was 18. Well, I was 15, I went through. So there was not an age, but it was just how you looked. Older people and children, babies, were immediately taken to one side and were killed immediately. And we, the lucky ones at that time, when we went into the camp, well, the first hour was horrific. We had to undress completely naked, and the Nazis were walking around, poking fun at us, at our humiliation. Then we were shaved, all our hair was shaved, we were tattooed. And while all this was going on, which took hours, they told us, the family you have said goodbye to are already killed and burning now if you go outside.
Did you and those around you give up hope there and then?
Well, this is again the strength of the human spirit. So we knew we were there to be killed, but as long as there is life, there is hope, and that is very important. I never ever, not a minute, gave up hope that somehow a miracle will happen and I would make it back to an ordinary life.
The Russian infantry liberated Auschwitz. Were you there during that liberation?
I was there. I was liberated by the Russians. After being 8 months in Auschwitz, we were really near death, skeletons, and it was midwinter, we were freezing, and the Russians were the fighting units who came, who didn't really have time to look after us, so they just came and left again fighting.
From your times there, what lessons should we have learnt by now from your personal experience of how man treats man?
This is really why it is important to talk about it and remember what had happened. Certainly important that we watch out carefully and see when it is important to step in and help people.
That was Eva Schloss talking to our reporter Gale.